Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a cook and clean with me video. I made sausage mac and cheese, which is one of our favorite meals. I found it on Pinterest and I'll have it linked below for you guys. I definitely suggest trying it. I double the sausage because we like for ours to be more meaty than soupy or any other consistency, which tonight when I cooked it, it did kind of turn out a little soupier than normal, so I just added a little bit extra cheese and some extra half and half to kind of thicken it up a little bit more. And my camera did die, so I didn't get to show the finished product, but you'll get to see most of it here. But yeah, this is one of our favorite things to cook, and I usually add it in. I mean, Jake and I typically eat pretty healthy, and we typically just do like chicken and veggies, or like, you know, hamburger patties and veggies, things like that. But this is one of our favorite things to throw in when we're getting sick of that. So after we've got the sausage cooking, then I add in the bell peppers. I usually like to do one red bell pepper and one green bell pepper, but I didn't have a green one, so I just did red, and I think maybe I end up cutting up the orange one, which is fine. It still, it doesn't really affect the taste at all, I don't think. Red bell pepper and green bell pepper are just my favorite. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting it up, and then I'm gonna let it cook with the sausage for a little bit, and then we'll add everything else. And then return the lights off. Does anyone else's toddlers just randomly turn lights on and off? He loves to do that, and there he is saying hi and going in the cabinet to get fruit snacks. Does anyone else's toddlers randomly turn lights off? I mean, I'll be in the middle of doing something and the lights will just go out. It used to startle me, but now I'm just like, oh, it's Reed. Also, if anyone has a more efficient way to cut bell peppers, you definitely need to let me know. I feel like bell peppers take so long to cut, like longer than any other vegetable or anything else that I cook. And I think it's probably just my method, but I just feel like it takes me forever, and so I just get really annoyed sometimes. So if you have a better way of cutting bell peppers, definitely let me know in the comments below. after the bell pepper and the sausage is all mixed together and cooking, it's time to add the noodles and the liquids to make our mac and cheese. The recipe calls for, I think, 2 cups of noodles and then like 18 ounces of marinara sauce and 18 ounces of water. But since I double the meat, I just kind of eyeball the rest. And it's one of those recipes that I think you really can't mess up. It's all the ingredients are really good and really yummy on their own, and then you put them together and they're even better. So yeah, like I said, it's just one of those recipes that I really don't think that you can mess up. So I just kind of add things as much as I think that we need. So yeah. So that mixture takes about 20 minutes to cook together. So while that's cooking, I decided to clean up the kitchen a little bit and get some things put away. So the first thing that I'm doing is obviously getting some Play-Doh for Reed to keep him entertained so I can actually get things done. But I'm going to unload the dishwasher because they had clean dishes in them. So I'm just going to put those away. Sorry guys, I have no idea why my camera is shaking. The only people that were home is me, Carter, and Reed, and you can see us all in this shot. So I have no idea why it's shaking. I don't know if maybe the AC or the heater came on and my camera was like in the flow of like that air. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. So I'm sorry. Just bear with me. And I promise that's not just like a ton of trash back there in that corner. I put our recycling in that corner and just kind of let it stay there until either Jake or I takes it out. So it's just recycling. It's not like trash or anything crazy or bad. So it looks ugly, but by the end of the night, it was all taken out and taken care of. So then, since I had an empty dishwasher, I needed to get our dirty dishes in there. So that's what I'm doing now, is just loading the dishwasher and washing anything that needs to be washed by hand, which I don't think there was anything. The Yeti cups I had filled with hot water that morning for the ice on Jake's windshield, but he didn't end up needing it, so I just poured them and rinsed them out. And then the same thing with my Yeti cup that has a straw in it. I take that to work with iced coffee every day, and I rinse it out at work when I'm done. And so it never comes home very dirty, so I just rinse it out and then like actually wash it every couple of days or so. But it's not really dirty, so yeah. So since this was boiling and cooking, I just needed to give it a stir and make sure that nothing was getting stuck to the bottom. I've made this with several different kinds of noodles. Elbow noodles are my favorite to make it with, but I feel like they stick to the bottom worse than any other kind. I don't know why, and I don't know if that's just me. If any of you feel like elbow noodles stick worse than anything else, let me know in the comments below. But I also, like, when I'm making like actual macaroni and cheese, like Kraft macaroni and cheese, I still feel like those elbow noodles stick to the bottom so bad, and I just don't understand why. Okay, so the last thing that I need to do is just stir everything up and one more time and make sure that everything is cooked and nothing's on the bottom again. And then I'm going to add some half and half. I think the recipe actually calls for heavy whipping cream, but I can never seem to find it at Walmart. I don't know why. So I just use half and half. I feel like it tastes the same and has the same effect. It helps to thicken it up a little bit. And I eyeball this the same way I do all the rest of this stuff. The recipe obviously has exact measurements, but I just eyeball it and kind of add more if I feel like it needs to be thicker. And so here you see me mix in mozzarella cheese, and then my camera dies, so we go straight to cleaning up and folding Reed's clothes from here. So sorry about that, but this is a cook and clean with me, and this is the cleaning part. And there's Reed. He has on his car seat cover from when he was like a little baby. We still have it. I don't know where he found it, but he found it and was running around the house and was obsessed with wearing it that day. So that's what you see him doing there. I usually honestly don't even take the time to fold and put away his clothes. A lot of times I'll just wash them and then they sit in his basket and I just kind of pull his clean clothes from his basket. That's bad, I know. But I just feel like he goes through his clothes so fast sometimes because he gets dirty, and we're just like putting on pajamas for bed, then putting on clothes for school, and so I don't know, it feels like I'm just constantly washing his clothes, and so sometimes folding them and putting them away, it's just so much work, and I feel like it's just sometimes so pointless. So sometimes I don't know, they just sit in his basket. Does that happen to anyone else? I'm really good about folding like mine and Jake's clothes and putting them away, but it's just Reed's clothes, and maybe because they're so little too that, I don't know. I mean, they're obviously not hard to fold. You're seeing me do it really easily, but I don't know. They just seem to stay in his basket. So I was actually really proud of myself for sitting down and making myself fold them and put them away. And I feel like, I don't know, I felt accomplished. But does anyone else let their kids basket or clean clothes sit in the basket? I really hope that I'm not the only one. So then I needed to put Reed's clean sheets back on his bed. I had washed them. And then I also, well, he gets my camera here, and so I've got to turn it back. But I also had to cut out some clips of this because my camera wasn't focusing. I don't know why, but it was super blurry, so I cut that out for you guys. But I would like to say that I'm really good about washing his sheets, and I do it once a week, every week. But if I'm being honest, it's usually like every week and a half to 2 weeks. Especially now that he's older. I feel like when he was younger and like when they're babies, their crib sheets just get so much dirtier, like with spit up, or I don't even know. I just feel like I was constantly washing his crib sheets. But since he's gotten older and moved into a big boy bed, I don't feel like it gets quite as dirty. And that also might be because he usually comes into our bed halfway through the night anyways, so it's not even like he's ever sleeping a full night in these sheets anyways. It's like half nights all the time, so that could also be another reason. So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, and don't forget to subscribe so you can always see when I upload. And be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what your favorite quick meal to cook is when you're kind of feeling like you're in a rut. What's your go-to recipe? I will also have this recipe that I cooked today linked in the description box below if you're interested. It is really yummy. And then if you guys have questions about anything that you saw in the video or anything like that, you can also leave that in the comment section. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.